Hello, Hannah. It's Wednesday, and I'm sick. Here's the thing, though. I'm not technically sick yet. I'm just in, the first stage of sickness. I kind of think of sickness in 3 stages. The first stage is pre-sickness. The second stage is sickness. And the third stage is post-sickness. Now, post-sickness, while it sounds the worst, it actually feels the best. You feel fine, but you're having to constantly blow your nose, so everyone's like, oh, are you okay? Sickness, you probably feel the worst, but the thing is, you can be like, I'm sick, I can't go to school, I have an excuse to sleep all day. So you can kind of just sleep through it. But pre-sickness, that really sucks. Because right now, my throat is really sore, and my nose is stuffy, but I'm not technically sick yet, so I can't justify skipping school. So yeah, that's my life. Finals are next week, so this week is supposed to be dead week, meaning we're supposed to not have homework or test, and so of course I have 3 tests. Such a pretty sound. Hannah, there's a lot of weird fears in the world. My sister's afraid of needles, which I think is bizarre. There's videos on YouTube of people who are afraid of cucumbers, or, more normal ones, like spiders. But you're afraid of libraries. I don't even think that's a thing. But seriously, Hannah, even if you have an overdue book that's overdue by a bajillion years, how is the library gonna know that? It's not like when you walk in, red lights go off and lasers start shooting out and a jail cell comes down and the librarians pull out tasers and are alright, you better pay the book back. No, that doesn't happen. As far as I'm aware. Libraries, though, are actually even more awesome than I used to think they were. For my English class, I had to read a book on a particular topic, and my topic is publishing, so I read a book on the history of children's publishing in America. Whoa, change of locations? Yeah, Hannah, I teleported. I do that sometimes. Anyway, this book I was talking about is called Minders of Make-Believe, and it's by Leonard Marcus. I would show you this book, except I kind of returned it to the library, like normal people do. I'm not going to pretend it's some, light, happy, easy read, because it's not. It's dense, but it's good. And I really feel like I learned a lot from it. For example, did you know that children's publishing, that whole business, used to be taken as kind of a joke? Part of the reason it wasn't taken seriously is because women were put in charge of the children's publishing departments. The thought process was, what do women know about? Oh, they know about children, so they'll be good at children's publishing. Rage. So these awesome ladies, such as Louise Siebold, Mae Macy, Ursula Nordstrom, they turned their departments into incredibly successful little companies. But the sad part about the story is the fact that when these ladies all got older, instead of, being offered partnerships in the publishing companies as was done with men, they were just fired. And then meanwhile, the librarians, entirely of their own accord, formed children's sections of their little libraries. And then the children's librarians formed a group, a national children's librarians group. And this group came up with ideas like Children's Book Week, or the Newbery Award. So while children's publishers were, publishing the book, children's librarians were, finding the best of those books and trying to get the books really taken seriously. So basically, this book was very good and interesting. It was an awesome introduction to publishing, considering the fact that I'm going to be starting a publishing internship soon in Berkeley. And I recommend it as a read, but it is dense, just a warning. And the real moral of the story here is that libraries and librarians are not evil. Don't be afraid of them.